Well, what is this? What do we have here? It looks like we have the next JP live stream that's going to be coming up, and from the date, which y'all can't really see over here because it's being blocked by my my OBS and whatnot, but it's going to be going live on the 11th. Let me go ahead and get that notification ready. And this is going to be for the Valentine's event, or at least that's what it looks like on the, whole JP announcement. They made a whole page and everything that you can access from the actual JP app. And I'm assuming this is where we're going to find out who the Valentine servant is, because the last Chaldea broadcasting station that we got revealed, the whole Samurai Remnant event and all these good stuff. So I'm assuming this is going to give us the Valentine's guy, which I am super excited about because, one, you guys know that I'm betting on Tamamo Arya. I'm like, yeah, they didn't give us her for the event, but you could easily do Arya for a Tamamo-based event, or you could do it for Valentine's Day. You could also give us a Tamamo bride. I thought that would have been a really cool idea as a recurring Valentine's event, is just give us different bride characters, or at least a couple different ones. At least maybe do the Extella cast, maybe the CCC cast, give us a Tamamo, a BB bride would be absolutely crazy, but we'll see what they go ahead and do. But aside from that, anything else is probably going to get announced in here is probably not going to be that major. I can't imagine anything too insane, although I could be wrong, because this might also go over maybe a part 2 or get into more details for a stay night, 20th anniversary type thing. Because, sure, we did get the free, essentially the Artoria ticket. Some people might have picked Heracles, some people might have picked Emiya, but let's be honest, most people are probably going with Artoria. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get, some snippets on, say, like a Fate Stay Night. Well, I don't think they would announce a Fate Stay Night anime remake. It doesn't seem like they're going to do that, but this might be where they would announce it, right? As FGO is kind of like their big main thing. I'm assuming they would kind of drop it over here. Or maybe if we're going to get something, like what would be really sick is, instead of, say, getting Arya, which was my prediction that maybe they would do that because they're kind of going all in on the Samurai Remnant stuff, what if it was like a Valentine's themed event that revolved around Fate Stay Night? Because Fate Stay Night originally was an ecchi, well, I guess you could call it an ecchi visual novel, and it revolves around a bunch of different relationships that not only Shiro's getting into, but if you count Hollow Ataraxia as kind of an extension of Fate Stay Night, also, Angramanyu, Bazette, and all these other people are kind of getting a part of that action as well. And so I think that could be really cool. If it's gonna be Stray Night related, we could finally get that Medusa, Sakura outfit, because that's in the Parvati initial quest that we got, like the trial quest for Parvati. So we know that it exists in the game. They have the assets. Maybe we could get that. I think that'd be really sick, as well as also giving us something that I really want. I really want for this Stay Night celebration for Medusa and Medea in particular to get some kind of buff. I would love them to become just more usable. In Medea's case, one simple buff could definitely turn around for her, because she's already fairly usable, right? Like with a huge battery and not great damage, but if you got to use her to take out like one, say like 120k-ish enemy, she's kind of able to do that, as long as, they're like a berserker or an assassin. So she has a use, but let's help her out a little bit, whether it's going to be in helping her do, say, like 90 plus content, or 90 plus is being able to hit bigger enemies, or maybe you want to start moving her into the direction of being better into more difficult content. I would really like that, but I think it is a crying shame that Medusa's not all that great. In the tier list video, spoiler alert, she ended up in like C tier, which is pretty much just usable until you get anything better. And she's part of like the main original cast that made this entire franchise, right? I mean, obviously we have stuff like Tsukihime and Karano Kyokai. I don't want to disregard them, but as far as Fate getting as big as it is, you lead a lot of that to Fate Stay Night. So the fact that some of our main cast are just painfully mid or average, right? Or your Artoria and Gu and you're like ridiculous and Emiya, I would like to see them maybe get something, right? I would love to see just anything be thrown their way, but probably asking for, say, like a Stay Night oriented Valentine's event, that's probably too much of a tall order. I think it'd be very perfect. I think it'd be super sick and very fitting for the 20th anniversary. Although, I guess it would make me a little bit upset, because I'm still kind of salty over the fact, and this is not just be like, oh, I really want to get like Artoria on NA because I already have her NP2. humble brag, but I already have her NP2, but I think this was something we should have celebrated on both versions at the same time. There's no reason you couldn't have put the 20th anniversary on NA and JP at the exact same time. It's something that we're celebrating together, especially because now for NA, what, in 2 years, it can be like, hey, it's the 22nd anniversary for Fate Stay Night. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well. It's not as major as like a 20th celebration. And so I would be a little upset, I guess, as an NA player if it was tied into that Fate Stay Night celebration, because then we're kind of getting it 2 years late, and it feels really weird, But I would rather get it than not get anything, at least knowing that, hey, maybe in 2 years, maybe a year, if they really want to start speeding things along and maybe try to get us more caught up, which would be an absolute delight if they wanted to do something along those lines. Although stuff like Valentine's, summer, and Christmas that are seasonal events that have to happen at those points does maybe make that a little bit weird. I don't know. But I would like to not understand, but I would like to know. Sorry, it's like 5 in the morning. I woke up to see what was going to happen, and I'm still a little tired. But I would like to hear from you guys in the comments down below what you guys think we're probably going to be getting. I am putting my money on it potentially being Arya with how popular she is. I think with how she just has like a very cute side plot in Samurai Remnant, and it's kind of like one of the few love plots I get is in the game, because there's not a whole lot of those, at least in the one ending that I've done so far. I still got to get back and play the other ones, but your boy is going hard on Baldur's Gate, so I don't have time to go back and play Samurai Remnant. I got to start romancing all the different people. All right, I got to play the other game. But the fact that it is just super fitting for something like Valentine's Day, and we didn't get it for the Remnant collab, just feels really nice. But if we don't get her, I don't want people to freak out, because I know there are people that like Arya way more than I do, right? Because I just think look, honestly, she scares me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. When I first ran into her, I was like, I don't trust this thing. It's a little demon. Keep it away from me. But I think people would like that. But we could still get her like next year, or Biking is like the dog event. We could get, I don't know, some Fox event. Maybe get Dodgy, which I would really like to get. I really want to get Dodgy, especially if pretty much I think Dodgy stole the show for Koya Sky's event, that I was more interested in probably getting Dodgy in the future. So I think that'd be kind of cool if they wanted to go that round. But I'm starting to ramble at this point. It's super early. Let me know what you guys think on what we're going to be getting. Again, I think a Stay Night kind of tie-in it would be very, very cool. I think it'd be very kind of nostalgic in a way. Because that was, one of the first things I got into when getting into Fate. So I would really like to see something like that, especially because we don't have anything like Stay Night event related, which is weird. Like, we have Zero, we have Apocrypha, we have Prisma Ilia, we have even Requiem, which isn't even done yet, right? Like, the ones that we're missing are pretty much just Stay Night and Strange Fake, but Stay Night's done. We can do that whenever we want. So I get that there was like original interviews where they were like, oh, we don't want to do Stay Night stuff, but it's been 9 years and we've changed company hands. We could definitely do something along those lines, especially if Nasu is wanting to. And for those that don't know, Nasu's the guy that wrote Stay Night. If he wants to, kind of go do other things after part 2 is done, it might be kind of a nice like love letter send off of him kind of getting to just do some Stay Night thing with his new property over here with FGO. I think that'd be very interesting to see, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace, light, guys.